Hello, are you receiving me out there? Murdoch's back in harness. Here I am again. Yeah, yeah, yes. Oh, I got a good level going on here. All right. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Have we got any more? Is there anyone out there? You want to ask me a question? Crack on. Uh, just having a little look at the old quizzes. Yeah, I don't know. Have you heard about? You know, so I got some. Do you know what I've been doing? You know, Damon. He's doing this. Oh man, this is unbelievable. He's doing this new. Hang on. Can you hear my rum there? Mm. Oh, that's good, man. Oh God, I don't think that's. Oh, it's not just rum. Something else in there. Oh, oh, that's hit the spot. Oh God, that's really hit the spot. Oh. I'll be all right now. I can carry on. Yeah, Damon's doing this amazing solo project now. This Prince Barry thing. He's calling it Prince Barry. I'm going to be helping him out with it. And we've been doing a lot of stuff in the studio. It's great and it's very experimental. But I think it's going to make Gorillaz look like a bit of a warm-up band because this is going to be the zenith of his creative life. I mean, I'm telling you something, folks. You know, you need to get into this Prince Barry. And what it's basically, like I say, it's experimental, and it's sort of like basically fairground music. Yeah, that sort of hurdy-gurdy sort of organ pipe, kind of swirling, kind of. Oh, it's terrific. And I'm playing a sort of percussion. I'm doing a percussion thing on it as well, whereby I'm using those date boxes. You know, those boxes you put dates in. I'm going to have two of them, one in each hand, smacking them against my head, with the hurdy-gurdy thing going on as underneath. Well, no, actually, no, I'll be underneath. The date boxes smacking my head will be underneath. It's tremendous stuff. Really, really, it's quite moving. So I hope you get a chance to listen to Prince Barry. It's very at the moment. It's very early days, but I know we're heading towards something quite special. All right. Anyway, here's a question from Danny. Danny at your toast. Danny at your toast. Toastysaurus. Yeah, all right. Murdoch, where's 2D? I haven't got a clue. Where can we talk to him? No, 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 I'm not going to allow that. That can't happen. 2D's on Plastic Beach. He's actually with me. But he's down in the where did we put him? He's down in the cellar, sort of in the, not yeah. With the what? Oh yes, in a glass bottom sort of. Yeah, it's all right. He's got things to look at. He's in a glass bottom room. I keep forgetting. God, I keep forgetting this plastic. But you should come here. You should come here. It has a very strange effect on you. You know. You know what affects me most of all about being on Plastic Beach is the bleakness. You know, and I like that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I like it. You can't see any land, and it's just amazing horizons, and you know, and I like that. I like that. It's good. It's good for the soul. Yeah. You should. I tell you what. You should be with me when I'm on my own. That's really something. Okay. Okay. Someone's actually said this is. We miss you from Winnebago and Cortez. Oh, they sound like a good double act. Um, any more questions? I'm glad you missed me. That's lovely. That's lovely. Um, what I was going to say. Oh yes, have you heard about our tour? I need to tell you about our tour. We're actually. Do you know what? We're starting on the 3rd of October. So that's not very long away, is it? We're going to be doing. It's great. I've sorted everything out with Damon. It's all going to be fine. I'm actually going to be. This time I will be on stage with Gorillaz. You know, we've cleared it all up, buried the hatchet. Things have been because I don't know if you saw that on the TV that the ad for the O2 gigs and that, and they was holding me back from coming out of the dressing room. They weren't letting me out. These meatheads. I think it's the only way I can describe them. And I'm not talking about Lady Gaga here. But anyway, and there they all are, bold as brass, walking past these so-called gorillas, you know, who aren't gorillas at all, because gorillas, as you all know, is me really, with those one of those other people called Russell 2D and Noodle. Yeah, but basically it's about me, isn't it? But anyway, I'm going to be there, so it's great. So it's all been cleared up. We're going to be doing a lot of dates right across America. It's going to be, it's going to be interesting. That's for sure. Do you know the one I'm really looking forward to, and it's on the 17th of October, and I've always wanted to go there, is the Minneapolis Target Center. I fancy going there. I don't know if anybody knows it, but it sounds like a pretty exciting place. Let me see if I got any other. This is one from Okatsu, who actually says, "What's your favorite brand of rum?" I like a bit of Woods. I like a bit of Woods, and I like a bit of Captain Morgan. I like a dark rum. They're the ones that, give you the real hangover the next day. Have you noticed when you drink rum, it completely and utterly changes your personality? Wonderful, isn't it? Absolutely wonderful. Anyway, there's been a lot of rumors about me and my drinking. None of it's true. None of it. I do. I drunk. It's just, if you had my life, you'd drink. Basically, is all I can say to you. Is there anything else? Anything else that anyone would like to ask me? Are you out there? I got the questions in. This is one of the weirdest things I've ever done. And I'm trying to look at more questions. Let's have a little look down the list. Here's a nice one. Okay, well, here's one here anyway. This is from Anokada, and it says, if you could have one superpower which you could use whenever, for a month, just for a month, is that all? Is that all I get? Which superpower would you pick? That's interesting, isn't it? Well, I'd like to be able to bowl a doosra. I don't know what a doosra is, but I know that spin. I don't know if anyone knows anything about cricket here, but it's what spin bowlers bowl. Doosras and googlies and Chinamen. I'd like to be able to do that. Cricket's a great game, isn't it? Does anyone understand it? Yeah, I suppose if you're listening in America, it's not really going to mean a lot to you, that is it? Have you ever known a game that can go on for 5 days and still be a draw? Amazing, isn't it? You don't like that, do you? You like results over there, don't you? The win-loss thing. But there you go. If anyone's got any more questions, fire away, because I'm here for you. Just waiting for you. Here's one from. Actually, I've got one. I'm looking back on one here. It's from Santoki, who's actually sent a couple of questions in. I think if it's the same person. How did Russ take to being replaced by a drum machine? I don't really know. I haven't spoken to him. Oh, no, he's not. He's not really around yet. I think he's coming back though, isn't he? He's coming back at some point, but we don't know when. He seems to be off in the distance somewhere. I'm sure he didn't really like being replaced by a drum machine. I don't know what he thinks. It's not really my problem, is it? This is from Ninka-chan. Ninka-chan, right? Murdoch, is it hot on Plastic Beach, and do you ever suntan? Well, that's a very, very good question. No, I stay out of the sun. It's positively repellent to me, really, being a creature of the night. And I don't really tan. I stroke. Is what I do. I have to say that's an old Woody Allen line, but it's actually true. That's what happens to me. And is it hot on Plastic Beach? No, not really. The thing is, it's surrounded by water. You see, it's warm. Sometimes it can be quite mild, but then again, it can be quite chilly. It's funny that, isn't it? Yeah, but it's just the geographical position. It depends which direction the wind is coming from. Just going to have another little drop of rum. Oh, we're losing you, folks. We're losing you. Some of you have dropped off. I suppose it's because we've been away for a while, isn't it? Why don't you tell the folks to get back on? We need your questions. But I'm just sitting here breathing. Oh, Ninja Scout sent me a question, and the question is, why are the pirates hunting you down, and what did you do? Ah, yeah, the pirates. Yeah, right. Well, they are after me. I'll tell you why they're after me. And I'm not scared, you know. But the thing is, I sold them some dud weapons. Um, and the government's yeah, buying when the government's buying new weapons, they sell off the old stock. So I just bought some, bought some, repainted them, and sold them on. You know, I just got a whole cachet of weapons, and did them up and everything, made them look good, and and it was easy. And basically, I needed the money. But unfortunately, the weapons didn't work. They were duds, really. I didn't know that at the time. So all these pirates are coming after me now because of that. It's terrible, isn't it? The things you get involved in. I mean, I have to do these things, you know. Don't judge me on that because I have to. The man has to make a living, you know. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what? I'm really looking forward to going to Australia as well. We're going to be there in December, which will be very mild. It'll be very mild there in December because I believe it's going to be your summer down there. We're going to the Perth Burswood Dome, which is going to be like something else. And a couple of days later, on the 8th of December, we'll be at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre. And as I said before, I think the 11th of December in Melbourne at the Rod Laver Arena. I wonder if Rod will be there. If it's his arena, is it an arena? Is it Rod Laver's arena, or have they just named it after him, or did he buy it and then sort of put his name on it? Do you know he's one of the only men to actually to win all 4 Grand Slams? I don't know if you knew that. I'm a tennis buff, actually. There's only 8 players in the history of the game who have done that. Do you want me to name the others? Well, Federer's done it, of course. Agassi, and of course our dear friend Rafa. Rafa's a good old friend of mine, Nadal. I had a knock up with him the other day. God, he doesn't have hit the ball hard and early. Hits that ball early. His grounders, his ground strokes, to die for. Have you seen that forehand, the power he generates? Unbelievable. Have you seen the way he pulls his pants out of his arse every time he serves? Yeah? Have you seen that? And the way he has to line up the bottles of water in front of his chair? Just so. Obsessive compulsive. Yeah? I can relate to him, though. I do stuff like that. Don't you ever leave the house think, oh, God, I've left the gas on, knowing full well you haven't, and you haven't even got gas. But I have to go back in and check. Oh, dear, Rafa Nadal. But, great tennis player. Can't fault him, can you? Who else did it? Roy Emerson. Do you remember him? No, probably not. Anyway, then we'll be going to... then we'll be going to the Sydney Entertainment Centre. Now, I don't know if that belongs to Sydney or that's in Sydney. It might actually, because I got a mate of mine in Australia called Sid. He's out there doing a bit of bird. He's doing a 5 stretch, but he's all right. You know, best bit of advice he ever gave to me just before I went into jail in Mexico was, Murdoch, get your nut down and do your bird. And that's what I did. You know, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. You know, I didn't mind it in prison actually. In a way, it was all right. You know, kind of was a bit of a rest for me. Really, there were some weird people in the cell with me, of course. Some dubious people, but. Anyway, there we are. So we're finishing off. We're going to finish off in Brisbane at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre on the 19th of December, which is going to be good. Oh, you've come back on. Thank you, folks. There's a few more of you there again, aren't you? Fantastic. What are you doing listening to me?